Oh my God. Happy 95th birthday, Betty Boop. That's right, we made it another boop-boopy-doop trip around that sun. August 9th, 1930, it all started. Okay, happy 95th. Oh, fun fact, the original dog version of Betty Boop is now in the public domain. We gotta wait like another year to get the more standard looking face, I guess. I think. Listen, this is Liberty and Sanity 188, sequel to 60, and one other. It's the 4th year acknowledging Betty Boop's birthday, but let me tell you, one year we just looked at a trading card set. Not full-on Liberty and Sanity. I now have 20 cultural objects featuring Betty Boop as the Statue of Liberty, or occasionally Bimbo is the Statue of Liberty, and Betty Boop is Aunt Samantha. But this is cool. This is an enclosed figure. It is a figurine enclosed in resin, and you could see someone there in China's fingers were dirty. Because that little black smudge is enclosed, encased, inclusion. This is 2002 Westland Giftware. And that's the version I call where Bimbo is the Statue of Liberty. Oh, that's new for this year. Look, there's a trading card set you can get where it's effectively the same image. 1998. Look for the set. There's several playing card sets. Look for the set that looks like this. 98. Okay. I think it does have 52 different images, but you can find this one in the set. And then the actual trading cards from 96 feature this. And then I don't have the sticker back version of that, but I have the sticker back version of this, where Betty is the Statue of Liberty. Sticker back version, regular version. And that's from 96. Okay, let's explore these other cultural objects. I'm going to jump right into the Sid Happ porcelain figure from the Danbury Mint. There's so many mints. Danbury or Franklin? Let's look at this. Danbury Mint. So Sid Happ was the designer. As far as I know, he was just the designer for the Danbury Mint. But this is a porcelain figure. Porcelain had porcelain arms, legs, but they are attached by, rubber bands. I feel like I want to deconstruct this and put wires in it, because this is the reason I'm not touching it. It was so hard for me to get that arm positioned. But I doubt I'll ever do that, because I've already invested so many repairs into this thing. It's on a faux marble base, and then you get this thing you're supposed to shove into the base like this, and it said 2000. Well, I ground that off, and then I also broke it, and then I also painted it, and then I said, well, that doesn't even look good anyway. If you look at this sheet here, that's how it looked. Okay, I hate when people date the front of their things. I don't want to stare at this beautiful piece on the wall in the shadow box and always see the word 2000 or the word millennium. Date the bottom, date the back. Okay. Now, concerning that little sash, it is possible to cut that off. See, this part is sewn in, and then it wraps around and Velcros. Now, I was able to cut that off without destroying the seam. So you gotta be real careful there. So that's garbage. This I'm a little bit on the fence about because I was originally gonna write Insanity or Boop or Liberty on it, something that's not a date. But I feel like it doesn't need that anyway. Now onward forward, the version I bought, because these used to be 100 plus on eBay with all the accoutrements. There is one currently about 75, but I already committed to this one. That is not her original tablet. That is Chica's tablet. The torch I had to repair in about 5 places, and the crown. Oh my gosh, what a wonky crown. I'm sure you would never know, but 3 of these spikes I had to construct out of milliput. And then I painted it. I was a little slap happy with the paint. But it's such a fragile crown and so weird looking. This is just resin. But you understand, those are supposed to be 25 windows in Lady Liberty's torch. What am I saying? In her crown. 25 windows. Why does this have the openings all the way around it? There's supposed to be windows, you know? Okay, Sid. All right. It definitely doesn't look terrible considering all the time, energy, and effort I put into it. This is also Danbury Mint, a 3D relief plate, and it is not dated, strangely, right? But I think it came out in 2000 also. That's when Danbury Mint was doing the boop stuff. Now this one might be Franklin Mint. Hearst Corporation. This is the one that's supposed to have a cloche. I didn't want the cloche, and I'm still thinking about just putting the Liberty portion on a pedestal. Okay. So this was Hearst, 1998. This one I think is the oldest. Dorda Toys. I think Dorda Toys keychain. We opened this last year. It could also be a pencil topper. You know, and there's possibly a version out there that has a stamper on it because it is the same people that made the Dorda Toys, that made the olive oil. Check out this video. But this is dated 95. Then this is I thought it was a trinket box. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's kind of cool. And it's by Connoisseur 2006. So it is the second most recent. This one's very old, very wonky. This is Precious Kids, not Precious Moments, made by the Hearst Corporation. And that is 99. This one I didn't have last year. This one has not come through eBay very much this year. In fact, it might, if I could possibly get it in the thumbnail. But I'm very happy to finally have this one. It's very pricey nowadays, but this is 3,600 pieces made. Hearst Holdings also, and it says United We Stand on the bottom. This came out 2001. Post, you know what? United We Stand. Big phraseology back then. Oh gosh, I got the mug. Let's see who made this mug. 2010. Okay, 2010 on this mug. 2010 on the Wacky Wobbler. There you have it, 2010. Produced by Silver Buffalo LLC. So you can always put you some fake little plants in a mug. A nice 2010 mug. 2010 is the same as the Funko Pop. And no Liberty Betty Boop has been made since 2010. But there you have it, 2010 on Funko's Pop. MDCCLXXVI. I think any version that attempted the Roman numerals, they got it right. 1776, folks. All right, I did get, we've seen these before. This is my 3 pins. I put them in a new little frame. I do have a Betty Boop that's not Liberty, because I like the flowers. But listen, this would have played I Want to Be Loved by You, 1999 Hearst. But anyway, it doesn't work currently. I could attempt to repair it. I've been successful repairing those before. But, you know, I don't know how important it is to me. I don't think it's that important to play music. Oh, gosh, there is a Statue of Liberty musical figurine, but it is out of my price range currently. Now, these we've had since the start. Westland. Hearst, Westland on this. Now, I did this year just figure out that this version, there's a bobblehead version of this. Maybe it's a little taller or something. I don't know. I need to get one. And then this is not Westland. It is Stanton Arts. Now, this is Liberty 1. In the original video I did 3 years ago, Liberty 60, Liberty Insanity 60. I showed you the other two versions of this, Liberty 2 and Liberty 3. I currently can't find images of them, but they're in that video. I think one's blue and one's pink. My goodness, my gosh. And the 20th item, I forgot to show you. It's this postcard with the Bimbo Liberty. Bimbo Liberty. Bimbo. Very cool. Happy 95th. Betty. The collection just don't stop. Okay, did we take the time to look at each individually? I think we did. That's what's important. That's what's important to document where the collection stands each year on her Boop Boop birthday. Okay. Significant new pickup, massive repairs, significant new pickup, significant new pickup. Boop boop beep doop. Woody.